to SC. Okay, welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club meeting. So I will act as the SAA today, and I am the Vice President of Membership of SCBD Toastmasters Club. So for us to have a smooth flow of our meeting tonight, we follow some rules. First, we all should be on time. So one of our members will be sharing the agenda later so that you know what how many minutes or what's the duration for each session. Second, please identify yourself properly. Please rename yourself according to the following. If you are a visiting Toastmasters, kindly change it to VTM, your name and your club, so that you will be identified properly. And if you are not yet a Toastmaster member or still a guest or first-time attendee, please put G, then your name. Now, please turn on your camera at all times so that we can see your beautiful and handsome faces. And I believe that some of you are wearing your batik, so that we can see also how handsome and beautiful you are in that batik. And next is to keep your microphone on mute. So mute your microphone whenever you are not speaking. But if it's your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And lastly, but not the least, be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively, and use the chat box to encourage and give feedback to our speakers tonight. So without further ado, I will give now the control to our president, Toastmaster Garda.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Melanie. And now, with the sound of this gavel, I hereby open this meeting. That's the sound, and everyone, please unmute yourself and repeat after me. Happy morning!
Happy morning!
Happy morning, everyone!
Happy morning,
everyone! Happy morning!
Awesome, thank you so much. And for those of you who are being first timer in any Toastmasters meeting, maybe you are wondering, why morning? It's evening here in Jakarta. Well, happy morning is sort of the spirit that we would always love to uphold and embody in SCBD Toastmasters, as if that every time that we wake up in the morning, you feel fresh and ready to conquer the day, right? And that is the moment when we want to seize the moment, just like what we are doing here in SCBD Toastmasters. So my name is Garda, currently serving as the president of the club. I, on behalf of the SCBD Toastmasters, would like to welcome you on today's special event because we are commemorating our National Batik Day. And that is why you're seeing so many people are wearing our batik clothes. And for those of you who are coming, and particularly for the first timer, I would like to also explain and give a little bit introduction regarding what Toastmasters International is. So in the meantime, just sit back, relax, and welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. So talking about Toastmasters International, it is actually a non-profit educational organization that teaches everyone public speaking and leadership skills, and is almost a century old. And by being a member in Toastmasters, you are connected to thousands of members across hundreds of countries and thousands of clubs around the globe. And talking about one of the privileges in Toastmasters, by being a member, you will get access to our educational curriculum, so it's called Pathways. Imagine that you are studying in your college or your school, and you heard of the curriculum that is applied on your studies, just like what you had in that curriculum. In Toastmasters, these curriculums will serve you as the guidance for you to excel and to leverage yourself in terms of public speaking. There are 11 paths in the curriculum or pathways in Toastmasters. And for example, other than leveraging or improving your public speaking, you would also like to strengthen and to harness your leadership skills. And maybe the path of dynamic leadership or leadership development would suit you best in order for you to improve as a person. For more information regarding these pathways, feel free to contact one of our club officers and we will be happy to assist you. And about SCBD Toastmasters, we are an affiliation of Toastmasters International under District 87. And SCBD Toastmasters is 16 years old already. And this year, we are upholding the vision of providing a place where everyone can become a better you. By striving for progress, this is the place where you will not be judged for your mistakes, but on the other hand, you will be having a great moment for learning all together with all the members in Toastmasters. And just like what I previously mentioned, by sticking to the values of being structured, collaborative, bold, and determined, SCBD Toastmasters is determined to provide this platform where everyone can become a better you by striving for progress. And simply by joining our regular meeting every Friday at 7 to 9 p.m. Jakarta time, just like what you are currently having at the moment, because prior to pandemic, we had the physical meeting or offline meeting in the SCBD area, South Jakarta. But due to pandemic, we are shifting our meeting to this online platform. And for more info regarding SCBD Toastmasters, you can simply follow our Instagram at scbd.toastmasters. There's also a link provided in our Instagram bio. You can click the link and chat VP of membership, our Toastmasters Melanie, for more details regarding Toastmasters International or SCBD Toastmasters. And that is all from me. And now I'll give the control back. I'll give the control to our Toastmasters of the meeting or the host for today's event. Toastmaster Tami, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Garda. Am I audible and my screen is visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Happy morning. How's your week? So welcome to SCBD Toastmaster. So for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Tami, and I will be the one who lead you to the entire meeting for today. And today's theme for the meeting is one thing that unites us. So what exactly one thing that unites us? Is it love? Is it diversity, commitment, or anything? So yeah, okay. Okay, so word of the day, the word of the day today is the heritage. So what is the heritage? Heritage is features belonging to the culture of particular society, such as traditions, language, or buildings that were created in the past and still have historical importance. For example, Batik is one of the most highly developed art forms of Indonesia's rich cultural heritage. So if you will be speak today, so for those of you who are gonna speak today, please mention this word of the day as many as possible. Okay, and for the agenda for today, so we will have 3 sessions. The first session is the prepared speech. So we will have the 3 amazing speakers that will speak for today. And the second session will be table topic speech. This will be led by our Toastmaster Aisyah. And the third sessions will be speech evaluation. For the evaluation, this is like the important session because without evaluation, we cannot improve ourselves. So the evaluation will be led by our Toastmaster Yusuf as the general evaluators, and Toastmaster Yusuf will not be alone. He will be also accompanied by his squad. Yeah, so this is like his Toastmaster Yusuf and his squad. We have Grammarian Toastmaster Andika and also AWOD Control Toastmaster Raki, and we have Timer Toastmaster Dwi and also Bailout Control Toastmaster Uyun. So I will give my control to General Evaluator Toastmaster Yusuf. Hi, Toastmaster Yusuf, are you there?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Tami. Am I audible?
Yes.
Awesome. So my fellow Toastmaster and guests, my name is Yusuf, and I will be the General Evaluator for tonight's meeting. I will evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I will take notes on everything that happens and is supposed to happen. So I will evaluate the meeting flow and how duties are performed. And at the end of the meeting, I will share my feedback report for our learning, all of us. So tonight, I won't be alone. I'm wearing this and looks like Pak Camat, That means I will have my perangkat desa as well. I will have an awesome team that will support me. I have first the speech evaluators. There are Toastmaster Melanie, Toastmaster Garda, and Toastmaster Hani. And also the table topics masters evaluators, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf Chanda. They will listen to the prepared speech and the table topic master carefully and provide feedback to them. Please give them a round of applause. Second, we have Toastmaster Andika as our grammarian. So what is grammarian? Let's hear it from Toastmaster Andika. Toastmaster Andika, over to you.
Happy morning, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. My name is Andika. I am your grammarian tonight. Being a grammarian enhance our active listening skills. Throughout the night, I will be listening to your speech in the prepared speech session, table topic session, and also evaluation session. Later in the evening, I will share with you my findings on grammatical error that have been made so that we can learn from each other. I will also share some memorable quotes. Well, let's enjoy the evening. Back to you, G.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Andika, our grammarian. Next, we have a role called timer. Toastmaster Dwi will serve as the timer and explain to us what a timer does. Over to you, Toastmaster Dwi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf. I'm Dwi. I'm serving as timer. Why it is important to count the time? Because in this meeting, we want to manage time very well, and it will be a mark for all the speakers for their eligibility. I will change my background into green for prepared speaker when it reaches 5 minutes, and yellow when it reaches 6 minutes, red when it reaches 7 minutes. For table topics speakers, I will give the signal with green when it reaches 1 minute, and yellow when it reaches 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red when it reaches 2 minutes. Lastly, in evaluation session, I will give green when it reaches 2 minutes, yellow 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red when it reaches 3 minutes. Oh, remember to vote, and I will give 1 minute of silence, and I will give the red color again by the time is up. That's all from me. Over to you, Toastmaster Yusuf.
Awesome explanation, Toastmaster Dwi. Thank you very much. And then we also have another important role, which is the RWOD counter. Now, one of the heritage of Indonesia is we like to do gotong royong and helping each other. So tonight, our RWOD counter is actually not the original planned one, but he is willing to help in the last minute because the previous one cannot join. So let's hear more details about the role, and let's hear it from Toastmaster Rocky. Over to you, Toastmaster Rocky.
All right, thank you so much, our GE, our Lurah, for tonight. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Ishraki, and I will be the RWOD counter tonight. My responsibility is to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also to listen for filler sounds, including and er. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase, such as I or this means. Another thing that I note is the word of the day, which is heritage. Please use it as many as you can during your speech. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker use these expressions. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rocky. Last but not least, I'm going to call our ballot counter. I'm going to call Toastmaster Uyun. Please explain about ballot counter role. Over to you, Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Bapak Kepala Desa. Hello, everyone. My name is Uyun, and tonight I'll be the ballot counter. What does a ballot counter do? So basically, we here encourage everyone to listen attentively to each speaker, and by the end of each speech, like speech session, everyone is encouraged to vote. I will share the link in the chat box, and please use your rights. I want to share you a fun fact. After several times being a ballot counter, only 50 to 75% of the audience casted a vote. So tonight, I want to get your participation. Let's exceed at least 75%. And by the end of the meeting, we will have a Hall of Fame. I will let you know how many percent of us voted, and then let you know who is the most favorite speaker. That's all from me. Back to you, GE Yusuf.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Uyun. That's a very important message. Everyone, later, let's make sure everyone votes. Let's make our desa maju, okay? Now, we have met all the perangkat desa. I'm going to hand this over to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Tami. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bapak Kepala Desa and his squad. So without further ado, let's continue to our next sessions. Okay. Okay, the next session. So we will have the prepared speech session. So we will have this AAA for tonight. So we will have Toastmaster Agung as the speaker 1, Toastmaster Alvin as the speaker 2, and also Toastmaster Ario as a speaker 3. And for next, okay. For the first speaker, I will welcome Toastmaster Melanie as the evaluator for the Toastmaster Agung. Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
There. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, we will be witnessing the first speech of Toastmaster Agung in his Level 1 Project 2 evaluation and feedback in his pathway, Persuasive Influence. So the purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Agung to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback later, and apply the feedback to a second speech. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. So without further ado, let us all welcome Toastmaster Agung. Go local. Go local, Toastmaster Agung.
Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Let me ask you a question. If you are given a chance and forget about the pandemic for now, which part of Indonesia would you come, visit, and explore the most? Please type your answer in the chat box. Let me see your answer. Raja Ampat. Okay, I see Raja Ampat. Good, very good. If you are into scuba diving, Raja Ampat is perfect. Bali, I miss Bali so much. Lombok also. Labuan Bajo. Malang, yes, my hometown. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. Those are cool destinations. I hope you will visit there someday. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, when we talk about tourism in Indonesia, we got numerous challenges and crises that hitting this industry so much. We got natural disasters, for instance, earthquake, volcano eruption, tsunami, you name it. Those events are affecting this industry so much. And it gets worse because the international media portrayed Indonesia is in danger and not safe for travel. Like the headline news, oh, Bali airport is closed due to the volcano eruptions. That made the international tourists postpone or even cancelled to continue their dream holiday in Indonesia. Then, can you guess what made the industry remain strong and still in business? The answer is the local tourists and the expatriates who already live in Indonesia. I think they got less influenced by the media. Let me tell you about my travel experience back in 2018. I traveled to Lombok 1 month after the earthquake occurred. The people there were losing many international tourists, but also they were very thankful because the local tourists still visit and come, although the situation is like that. Alright, I once asked one of the travelers, why do you still come to Lombok? And then they answered, oh, you can go to the less affected places. For example, the southern part of the island. And then I went there, I traveled there, and found out that it was packed with local tourists, and also it was very safe. Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember the TV program My Trip, My Adventure? And then that with the drone flying, and then we wave our hands like that. That was the coolest thing. The coolest thing. That was the moment that our local destinations got so much attention from our own people. And the local tourism, the domestic tourism, I mean, we're on the rise. And then now we are facing the current crisis, COVID-19. Yes, I know. This crisis is very different from the previous challenge that I mentioned before. The factor is the limitations of international arrivals. And it gets more complicated because this pandemic is not only happening in Indonesia, but rather globally. Then we have to not whine, because whining is enough, right? I would rather throw an optimism to this room, to you guys. Oh, Agung, what kind of motivation? Optimism, I mean. What kind of optimism is it? This is in line with my story. I encourage you to travel to our own nation, to our local destination. Because the local tourists are the biggest hope for the tourism industry to survive and to thrive. And luckily, our government is already seeing this potential, and they launched like the campaign Di Indonesia Saja, or they built the desa wisata, or we call it the tourism village. So let's go to visit their destinations. Ladies and gentlemen, I know, I understand most of you might want to be on an adventure, on the flight to flying to the islands, or maybe just hopping on the train. Later in the near future, I hope if the situation and the restrictions are much better, I encourage you to travel to our local destinations so that it will help our brothers and sisters and also our government to build their business again. And to support the government, let's go to Bali, for example, because one of you mentioned about Bali. Okay, let's go to the beach club, and then we sip the cocktails together, watching the sunset. Oh, I miss those kind of moments. And also, if you are into scuba diving, let's go to Raja Ampat, let's go to Alor, or let's go to Bunaken, you name it, yeah. Or maybe you want to go to Kalimantan to do the river cruise, crossing the jungle, and seeing the wildlife of Orakuta. Now, I can't wait to see your Instagram stories, your Instagram posts, or maybe TikTok, Facebook, maybe, to flooded by your travel stories. If you need help or if you need advice from me about destinations, you can ask me. And if you need a tour guide, you can also ask me. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster meeting, Toastmaster.
Oh, thank you so much, Toastmaster Agung. Everyone, please unmute yourself and give a round of applause.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Agung.
Congratulations. I also really miss traveling a lot. So if our condition is getting better, the restriction is much better, let's travel together and bring our local destination alive again. Okay. So moving on to the next speaker. The next speaker we will have, wait. Yeah. For the next speaker, we will have Toastmaster Alvin. He will be deliver his level 1 project to be with the speech title "What I Learned from Word No." So I would like to welcome the evaluator number 2, Toastmaster Garda. Hi, Toastmaster Garda.
Hi, Toastmaster Tami. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the screen is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tami. My fellow Toastmasters and soon-to-be Toastmasters. Nearly 1 month ago, Toastmaster Alvin was delivering his level 1 project to A. And all we could recall from his speech that time was about between the word of yes and a no. And now, on his second speech during his evaluation and feedback project, he will deliver in the time of 5 to 7 minutes. What has he applied from the previous evaluation onto this project? With the speech title, What I Learned from the Word No, Toastmaster Alvin. Toastmaster Alvin, what I learned from the word no.
Thank you. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Happy morning.
I want to ask questions. How do you feel when someone say no to your questions or your invitations? How do you face rejection? Or can you imagine being a salesperson? You will face no almost every day. A lot of rejection. Well, one of the most famous book writer, his name is Daniel Pink, who writes one of the most bestseller book, which title is "To Sell is Human." To sell is human. He said that no is everyone's default answer. For example, when you come to your boss, "Hey boss, can I get a rise?" No. Or when you come to your ma, "Hey ma, can I go travel to Raja Ampat?" No, it's COVID. Or when you go to your crush, "Hey girl, do you wanna be my girlfriend?" No. That's happened a lot to me because my job is most about selling. I'm selling a lot property, start from hotel, a factory, a house, even a land. And because I'm afraid to face the no, the rejection, I start to build my question list with yes-oriented question. It went like this. I got the phone number, and then I call my potential buyer. "Hello, is this Mr. Rich?" "Yes." "How are you? You must be healthy, right?" "Yes." "Can I have your time?" "Okay." And then I try to explain every feature and benefits of my product to that potential investor. And when it comes to my most important question, which is this one. So, Mr. Rich, are you interested to buy? And he said, I will talk to my college first. I will be back to you. And I said, okay, Mr. Rich, I'll see you again. What is this? I get yes for almost all of the questions, but except for the most important one, I didn't achieve my goals. And then one day, I found a book. The title is Never Split the Difference, written by Chris Voss, a former FBI hostage negotiator. He said that no answers can lead to an opportunity. Meanwhile, the yes answers can lead to nothing. I didn't believe it. But since I don't have any option and my KPI is way behind, I decided to give it a try. Instead of a list of yes-oriented questions, now I start to write no-oriented questions. Instead of asking, can I have your time? I would like to ask, is it a bad time to talk? And he will answer, no, it's okay. What is it? Even it is a bad time to talk, I will just say, okay, sir, I will call you later. It's okay. And the result is, wow, I increased my talk time from under 30 seconds into about 5 to 10 minutes. That's what I get from Chris Voss heritage. And then I try it with another potential buyer. And I try it again and again until the chance bring me to this right investor. Well, I found that no answers is good. I can work with the potential buyer if he answer no. Like, what holds you back? Or what is your concern? Or I can ask another question like, how can I help you to make you consider to buy my product? That's what I get from no answers. But don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean yes answer is bad. Yes answer is bad if it is not followed by the commitment. And when I come to my final question, my most important question, which required yes answers, I have to follow with this list of questions. I have 3 questions. How do we know if we are still on progress? Second, what can we do if things getting worse? And the third, what is your mechanism to pay for this buying? That's what I learned from the word no. No answers really lead to an opportunity. On the other hand, yes answers can lead to nothing if it is not followed by a commitment. That's what I learned. How about you? Do you want to try? It may feel awkward from the start, but I learned that if you face the awkward, you will find the reward. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin. Everyone, please unmute yourself and give a round of applause to Toastmaster Alvin. Yay!
Yay! Congratulations.
Toastmaster Alvin.
Congratulations, Mr. Independent.
Thank you.
It was really amazing speech. So don't let one single note let you down. Okay. So let's moving on to the third speaker. Okay. For the next speaker, we will have Toastmaster Ario. Toastmaster Ario will deliver his Level 2 Project 1 with the speech title Understanding Your Leadership, the Simplicity of Yes. So I will welcome Mr. Hani as the evaluator, the third evaluator. So Toastmaster Hani. Hi.
Hi, thank you, Toastmaster Kami. Okay. Happy morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hani. I will be the evaluator Toastmaster Ario dan Nurdoro Widodo with the pathway Visionary Communication 5, Persuasive Influence 4, and now he will deliver his project 1, level 2, in third pathway, is strategic relationship, understanding your leadership style, with the purpose to identify his primary leadership style and discuss leadership style areas. Without further ado, this is Toastmaster Ario, the simplicity of yes. The simplicity of yes, Toastmaster Ario, the stage is yours.
First, I want to congratulate Toastmaster Alvin. Congratulations, Toastmaster Alvin. You have shared what is the meaning of no answer. But now I will talk about the opposite of no, which is yes. Toastmaster Alvin explains that no answer tends to lead to opportunity, where yes answer lead to nothing. In this opportunity, I will share with you a different point of view on how can we value no and yes in different situations. To those who know me around maybe 5, 4, or 6 years ago, you might know that I was a very young and idealistic person. Yes means yes, no means no. Right means right, wrong means wrong. But throughout the lifetime, I learned that life is not as simple as black and white, 0 and 1, right and wrong. There are some situations in life that, okay, this is something right, but this might not be proper to say that this is right or this is wrong directly. In terms of building a strategic relationships with other people, we need to think, we need to learn how can we adjust our message with the situation, with how other people think or may perceive with the message that we are about to share. Because in the end, what is really important is not we say something or we tell something to someone else, but the message that we want to share is understood, or even they follow our leads or our suggestions. Human being, we have ego. Sometimes in difficult situations, when the pressure is high, well, people tend to think about, okay, I was feel cornered. When somebody said something that doesn't sound comfortable to you, we tend to defend ourselves, right? Our self-defense mechanism works. For example, in the relationships, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, wives, or maybe husband, there will be a moment in the relationship when your partner becomes quote unquote irrational. And what happens when your partner becomes irrational with emotional and they're about to explode? Do you want to confront them by saying, no, you are wrong, you are not correct, you are not make a good decision, or you are not in a good moment to make a decision? Will you do that? Or you may want to just sit, listen, and learn, and when the right moment comes, you say yes. At least from my experience, when my ex-girlfriend mad at me, despite the reason why she got mad, either I made a mistake or she just got crazy, I will just sit, learn, and listen. When I did that, throughout the moment, she got lower, lower, lower in temper. She got lower and lower and lower in emotional. And she started to become more rational. It worked, at least for me. Instead of saying no, confront them, I will just sit and learn and say yes. But what if the similar situation occurred in the workplace? For example, you have your boss or perhaps your client. They want to do something, but they don't even know what they want or what they want to do. They just throw up ideas A, B, C, D with a very raw ideas, and they told you, hey, please do this. And from your understanding, from your experience, you understand that, hey, boss, doesn't make sense. We shouldn't be doing this now or perhaps later. There is a different way of thinking towards the situation. Perhaps there's also different level of knowledge or understanding regarding the issues. Will you just say, hey, boss, you are wrong, you are not correct? You may want to just listen and find the right moment to say yes, followed by and. For example, Ario, we need to make a new division to apply blockchain, for example. That doesn't make sense, perhaps, in these current situations. I will just say, wow, okay, boss, that's a great idea. And I think we need to implement other things before we put blockchain into our business. Before we make it a division, we can start it as a small team, as an initiative. Perhaps this is a way that can help us to prevent ourselves from a bigger problem by confronting a bad idea or something that we disagree at. So my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, saying no is easy. Confronting with other people is easy. We as human beings, we have ego. We tend to think that we are right and other people are not right. But remember, even though when we are correct and we are right from many different point of views or based on many different judgmental argumentations, the best way to win the argument is by sit, learn, and talk at the right moment. And sometimes, yes is the best answer to enhance the situation, to make sure that your message, your idea is well delivered. Because in the end, it's not only about the content that you're debating or you're talking about that matters, but the relationship with other people. So life is as simple as saying yes if you can to do it. The question is, can you just sit, learn, and say yes? Back to you, Tom.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ario. Everyone, again, please unmute yourself and give a round of applause to Toastmaster Ario. It's a really great point of view. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so for the next speaker, I really I really messed with Toastmaster Ario with producer. I blank. What should I say next? Okay, for the next session, I will call Toastmaster Dwi for the time report. So Toastmaster Dwi, hi.
Hello.
Yep. Okay, please kindly share your report.
Yes. Every speaker is eligible to be voted, and I will give time for 1 minute of silence so everyone can vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Toastmaster Dwi is counting 1 minute from now. So please, everyone, cast your vote in the link that I have shared in the chat box. Can you find it? Okay, yeah. Hope that, so let me see. At least we have 27 or 28 people to exceed 75%. Am I counting right? Toastmaster Melanie. Yeah, hopefully. So everyone, please cast your vote. We only have 1 minute, but it will determine whether our village can be advancing or not, right? Pak Kepala Desa.
Uyun, this is
Mhm.
about like the election of Kepala Desa, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We don't need to vote for the most favorite speaker, but regard the speeches as like campaign. Oh no, the red one is already appearing. Okay, thank you for your vote. I will share again the link later, and looking forward for the next session. Thank you, Toastmaster Dwi and everyone.
Okay. Yep. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dwi and Toastmaster Uyun. So let's moving on to the next session. The next session is the most awaited session. This is like the table topic session. I would like to share my screen first. Yeah. For the table topic session, we will have Toastmaster Aisyah. Toastmaster Aisyah will deliver her level 3 project 3 active listening. And she will be evaluated by the distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf Chandra. So I will welcome distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf Chandra. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Please kindly introduce Toastmaster Aisyah.
Toastmaster Aisha is going to be the table topic master tonight, and I'm going to look at the way she delivers or she leads the session. There's something that I would like to point out: the clarity, vocal variety, eye contact, comfort level, and active listening. So that's all what I'm going to note down. Thank you very much. Back to G.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Morning.
Happy
Happy
morning.
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 Okay,
Happy morning.
I hope you are well today. And since tomorrow is the National Day of Batik, I would like to take you to explore our national heritage, which is Batik. But of course, in exploring the meaning of Batik itself, there is a rule to play this game. I would like to share the screen to make it clear. Is it visible and audible? Am I visible and audible?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So here are the rules of tonight's table topics. The first, I would like to show you the Batik motifs. And then the second, once you choose one Batik motif, let's discover the meaning of it. And the third, find the bold words as the keywords. There will be some words which are bold, and those are the keywords. And those keywords is for you to deliver the 2-minute speech based on those keywords. So don't forget to use the word of the day, which is heritage. And good luck. Okay, so I would like to invite, if anyone here wants to participate, please put your name on the chat box below. Or while waiting for some volunteers, I would like to invite the guest first. Let's see if we have guests here. All right. Guest Intan, are you ready to take the role as a speaker?
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Soon to be Toastmaster Intan. Which motif that you like?
I think I rather choose number 2.
All right, number 2. Okay. here is the story behind this motif. This motif called parang. In one famous folklore, the fabled prince of Java, Panja, was saved by the protective power of parang batik he had on him. In another story, the Sultan Agung of Mataram contemplated a stretch of jagged rocks on the south coast as a natural guard to the coastline. This has made the parang a symbol of security and safety. Security and safety are your keywords, and you have 2 minutes to deliver this. Are you ready?
Not really, but I have to. Okay, just give it a go. Okay, security, safety. When it comes to my mind about this motif, this pattern of batik parang rusak, I remember my dad because he's so awesome with his special batik pattern in parang. I remember the day when he became my accompany when I have to graduate in senior high school long time ago, and I just felt more secured and I felt safe at that time because my dad is always with me, and it's not only about safety and security, but it also one of the most fabulous heritage that my dad has to offer, that is batik itself. He's from Japanese, and I feel like, yeah, it's such a it's such a great thing to have batik, especially parang rusak, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I feel more secure and safe, and I remember my dad. Thank you.
Wow, it was awesome. So, it actually has the sentimental association with you, right? With your father.
Actually, I didn't know what to say, but I have to keep talking in this stabilization topic. I missed this session actually. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Soon to be Toastmaster intern. It was really meaningful. Really meaningful speech. Yeah, our parents is the source of security and also protection. On next speech, I would like to share screen again. I would like to invite. I would like to invite soon to be Toastmaster Andrian. Are you ready?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, soon to be Toastmaster Andrian.
Yeah, I'd like to say a good slide presentation. It's a nice effort to make this session. It's interesting.
Thank you. So have you decided which motif that you like the most?
The first one, maybe.
All right, let's see what's the meaning behind the first motif. Oh, it's Mega Mendung, comes from Jawa Barat province. This motif was intended by King of Pajajaran Kingdom and during his meditation to seek the guidance in the midst of the war. The word Mega means the sun rays, and Mendung is an Indonesian word that indicates the clouds that covers the sun. This cloud motif implies staying cool and calm in any situations, and being an inspiring, lofty-minded leader who protects and cares for the needs of the people. Those are the keywords that you can choose one or maybe two, or anything you like. So, and you have 2 minutes to deliver the speech. Are you ready?
Give me a little time. Okay. For the first time, I see that pictures, I see that batik motif. I just remember TV shows that I like at my childhood is called Naruto, and the Batik motif shown in picture is worn by Akatsuki team, and I think they are cool at the first. They are a badass team, and yeah, but they are beaten by Naruto and the team, and yeah. But what I'd like to say is, I wonder what the Batik motifs is truly means beside the Akatsuki, right? What it truly means in Indonesia, and so that I choose that Batik. I was intrigued by how is the meaning of mega in it symbolizes sun rays, I think, and mendung, which is Indonesian, translated into the black clouds. It gives a soft calm, and once again, could I get the picture again? I just forget. Okay, if you okay. Oh, inspiring, lofty-minded leader who protects and care. It's a good heritage for us to be remind us to be a good leader and bring this calmness amidst the storm in the war, or amidst the heated discussion with us and our family member. I think the team member, it's good for us to think calmly and protect and care our team. I think that's all. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Soon to be Toastmaster Andrian. So yeah, little did I know that Mega Mendung also was in Naruto, and also it has a great meaning as well in Naruto. Okay, thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Adrian. And I would like to invite another guest, and she is soon to be Toastmaster Sari. Soon to be Toastmaster Sari, are you there?
Hi. I thought it should be Toastmaster Wira, but
okay.
That's
Okay,
fine. The game is still on here. I think I will choose 9.
Okay, motif number 9. Here we go. It's Enggang Dayak. Enggang is the native word for the hornbill birds. All parts of the hornbill's body symbolize the greatness and glory of the tribe, while the bird itself symbolizes peace and unity. Its strong wings symbolize a leader who always protects his people, while its long tail is considered a sign of prosperity of the Dayak people. Are you ready to deliver 2 minutes speech?
Peace, unity, and prosperity. All right. Okay, I will give it a try. Okay, when the first word came up in my mind when speaking about peace, unity, and prosperity is the United Nations. I don't know why, because it's the universal bodies that that's each member of the United Nations is gathered from different country to have the same vision to make the world a better place and to keep peace in every world. So I remember when I first time visit the United Nations office, it was such a great moment there. And then I do really like visit there, and I believe that the vision and also for the mission of the United Nations is really need to be support, especially for this day when we facing the pandemic in a global manner. So yeah, in every nation should be have like a gotong royong also spirit to make this pandemic over by having peace and prosperity throughout the nation. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sari, for delivering awesome speech. And also thank you for remind us and sharing about the global perspective about peace and also the prosperity that shares by the United Nations and also our value, which is gotong royong. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sari.
Welcome.
And for the next speaker, I would like to invite Toastmaster Wira. Toastmaster Wira, are you there?
Hello, Toastmaster Nurul. Toastmaster Aisyah, sorry.
Okay, let me share the screen. And yes, so which motif that you would like to choose?
Numero 8, number 8.
Number 8, all right. Number 8, here you go. Okay, the motif number 8 is actually called Samudra. It comes from Jawa Timur province, from East Java. And the motif is actually tell the strong will of a person who sails away to pursue their life goals. It also conveys the prayers and wishes for a person to have a successful journey in pursuing their dreams abroad. 2 minutes, the screen is yours, Toastmaster Wira.
Okay. The reason why I picked number 8 as my motive of choice because I just like it, the reason it kind of resonates with me because I'm the type of guy who likes to go places. I like to travel around. However, due to the pandemic, I couldn't. And the motive itself, I just learned from Toastmaster Aisyah. Thank you very much. It's about somebody who's pursuing their dream and hoping that they can do their best when they're far from their home. And if I have to be honest, I do have a certain goal that I promised to my ma and pa. I made that promise when I was in high school that I will finish my master's degree. So yeah, when I look at that, when I look at the description, it kind of reminds me of that promise that I made to my mom and pa. I'm planning to get that master's degree outside and hopefully I get in UK. And yeah, with all the preparation, I'm still preparing my IELTS and all that document that they need. But from all of this Samudra motive that I just saw, basically it reminds us that we all have our own destination. We all have our own true north, if you will. And what we can do is to remember our true north, or if you don't know what your true north is or your true purpose, just sail to the sea and you'll find your true north there. That's all from me. Back to you, TTM.
Wow, it was amazing, Toastmaster Wira. I like your last quotes that tell us to just sail to the sea to find the north. Thank you, Toastmaster Wira, for sharing your insight. And for the next table topic speaker, I would like to invite Toastmaster Jasmine. Toastmaster Jasmine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, Toastmaster Aisyah.
Okay, I would like to show you the motifs again. And yeah, please choose which one that you really like. Or
Okay,
that's
I like the number 10.
Okay, number 10. Let me see, what's the meaning behind this batik? This batik is actually it's called ikan tambal. The word ikan refers to fish, and the philosophical meaning of ikan tambal is the togetherness, simplicity in social life, and respect for others regardless of their social class. The waves pattern describes the ups and downs of the community life and contains a piece of advice to face social problems with patience. All right, 2 minutes. Toastmaster Jasmine, the screen is yours.
When I first saw this batik, I thought it was a flower. Because I love flowers, I chose this batik. Turns out it was something much more meaningful than a flower. It's a fish. But this motif of the batik, ikan tambal, shows us that we have to go back to our Indonesian roots and our motto, which is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which in Indonesian means berbeda-beda tapi tetap satu. I think that this motto reflects very nicely to the ikan tambal motif of batik. It resembles the togetherness, the respect for others despite their social class, and also the simplicity of people. I think that this motto and also the motif of ikan tambal batik can be a very meaningful heritage for us as an Indonesian, because not only that our ancient Indonesians grandparents have taught us about this Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, but it also teach us that we should never forget our roots, no matter how modernized, no matter how influenced Indonesians are now towards the other society. However, deep down, we are still Indonesian, and deep down, we should always care about our heritage, our batik motif, and most definitely the ikan tambal motif, which symbolize togetherness, simplicity, and respect for others. So, ladies and gentlemen, never forget, we are Indonesians. We are Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. Back to our table topic master. Thank you, Toastmasters Nurul. Toastmaster Aisyah, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jasmine. It was really energetic and really raised our spirit as an Indonesian citizen or as a citizen. And yeah, initially from fish, and it comes to the another meaningful meaning, which is we never forget our roots and identity. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Jasmine, for sharing your story. The next, I would like to invite soon-to-be Toastmaster Rido. Hello, soon-to-be Toastmaster Rido.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I would like to show you the motifs, and yeah, please choose one.
Okay, I choose number 6.
All right, number 6. Okay, let we discover what is actually the meaning behind this. All right, this motif is actually truntum, and the truntum motif was created by Kanjeng Ratu Kencana, the wife of Sunan Pakubuwono III, and refers to the revitalized one. She created this motif as a symbol of unconditional, everlasting love that continues to grow, or tumaruntrum. Because of its meaning, the cloth with the truntum motif is usually worn by the parents of the bride and groom on the wedding day. All right, 2 minutes is yours. Soon-to-be Toastmaster Rido, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity given to me. So, first of all, I would like to tell you guys about why I choose this pattern. First of all, I think this pattern is eye-catching, right? Because it only has one color, which is brown, and the others doesn't. I mean, they have more than one color. Okay, so for this opportunity, I think as Indonesian, we have to be proud of what we have, about our culture, which is heritage to the world of the day to day. Especially this Taruntum Batik. And this Taruntum Batik is telling us about unconditional and then everlasting love continues to grow. And if we see as recent time in the pandemic, and I think it's very important to always support what the beloved one, to always oh my god, I'm losing my vocabulary. So yeah, Truntum, it's tell us about everlasting love, which is we should give to others, especially in this pandemic. And at the same time, it's also unconditional, which is actually I don't really know about unconditional, but like if I just like meaning with my own, I think unconditional is unexpected condition. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. So yeah, I think it's all about pandemic, and then the pandemic is condition that unexpected, and in this time we have to love everyone, but especially about people we love. Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for the opportunity, and yeah, happy Batik Day, everyone.
Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Rido. Especially you remind us about how to strengthen love for each other with our loved one, especially in this tough situation in the pandemic era. It was really meaningful. Thank you, Toastmaster Rido. Okay, let's come to the last speaker for tonight's double topic session. I would like to invite soon-to-be Toastmaster Irfan. Soon-to-be Toastmaster Irfan.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. All right, I will show you the motives and yeah, which one that you choose?
Number 5.
I'm sorry, is it number 8?
Okay, number 8.
Oh, number 8.
I have no idea. Up to you.
All right. Okay. How about this motive? Okay. Number 7. All right. Okay. Let's discover what's behind this motive. All right. This motif is called Sekomandi, comes from Sulawesi Barat province. And Sukamandi textile is the typical batik and woven textile heritage of Mandar ethnic West Sulawesi. This motif is called Terorakri Marilotong, which typical black and white geometrical patterns. And its philosophical meaning is the eternal union, which refers to a saying, until death do us apart. The black colors uses natural dyes that is made of typical grass in the region. Are you ready, soon to be Toastmaster Irfan?
Okay.
All right, the screen is yours.
Okay. I have no idea about this topic, and I have limited vocabulary to explain about topic, but I will try. At least I will try. If I say batik, in my mind, batik is a symbol of nationalism for Indonesian people. They are very proud with their batik. Every ethnic as their motive, and I could I cannot to link up the topic about batik with keyword in slide kayak gitu. So sorry, I have an idea, but I will try to speak in English. Thank you.
Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Irfan. Thank you for the spirit to try. Of course, this is the place to learn. Don't worry. And thank you for participating, soon to be Toastmaster Irfan. Okay, so we come to the end of this session. Thank you very much, dear speakers, to participate in this table topic session. I really appreciate that the way you link our batik motif into a lot of meaningful message, such as peace, prosperity, love, and a lot of things. We really learned a lot for today. Thank you for the speakers for participating in this session. So this is the end of our session. I would like to give back the control to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Tami. Toastmaster Tami, the screen is yours.
Yay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Aisyah. Wow, it's a really, like Toastmaster Dentia said, it's an education session in disguise. We have so many knowledge, information about batik that I had no idea before. And for the next session, I will call Toastmaster Dwi for the time report. So Toastmaster Dwi.
Hello, all speakers are eligible to be voted. And everyone, please vote for the most favorite speakers by the time Toastmaster Uyun give us the link. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. While we are waiting for the link, thank you, Toastmaster Uyun.
Okay, thank you everyone for listening attentively to our table topic speakers, and the greatest thanks to our table topic speaker for sharing your life lessons in responding to Toastmaster Aisyah's topics about batiks. Thank you very much. And I also would love to remind, if you haven't voted for our prepared speaker, please do vote. You can scroll up a bit, And then for this, please make it more than 75 of our attendance. 24 people at least to vote. We have many choices. You can vote for the most favorite one. Okay, and I also do appreciate that some guests, you are wearing batik. Oh, thank you very much. You are suiting to our theme today. Oh yeah, it's already read. Thank you very much for your votes. I will share again the link later in the chat box. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Tami.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Uyun. Now let's moving on to my favorite session, which is group photos. Okay, I will give my control to Toastmaster Andika.
Thank you, Tom. Happy morning, everyone. So I would like to invite you to turn on your video, because this is a very special moment where the leaders of the region come into the meeting with the governor, Pak Camat, Pak Lurah, Pak Kades, Bu Gubernur. So everyone is here. So I would like to invite all the guests. You can turn on your video too. So this is for everyone. So I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm going to take 3 poses. First pose, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Second pose, 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more. Make a very memorable pose for you. 1, 2, 3. Back to you, Tom.
Okay, thank you so much, Bapak Andika, Toastmaster Andika, for the session. So next, moving on to the last session for tonight, which is the evaluation session. So I would like to call Toastmaster the GE, Bapak Camat, Bapak Yusuf Putra, please. The session is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Tommy, the Toastmaster of the meeting. Now, it's time for the evaluation reports. First, I'm going to call Toastmaster Melanie to deliver the speech evaluation report for Toastmaster Agung. Over to you, Toastmaster Melanie.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Wait. Indonesia Raya, Merdeka, Merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Wait. Going local is what most countries are selling to its people. Thank you, Toastmaster Agung, for reiterating to us what we must do as locals of our own countries. To leave out one line in your national anthem, if the Google Translate is correct, long live Indonesia Raya or Great Indonesia, I believe as Indonesians, you should, or you indeed go local. You should indeed go local. So happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Toastmaster Agung showed us in his speech that he cares about our answers. I love how he asked questions and acknowledged our answers in the chat. He did not just pretend that he was answering or he knows our answers. He even gave his personal views on our choice, like Raja Ampat or even in Nalang that he lives there, right? And it caught the audience's attention and good way to engage us in his speech. I also love how he connected himself with us through his eye contact by looking at that tiny hole, right? It is as if we are in front of him. And at the same time, the way he delivered his topic about going local, he seems like he really knows his place in Indonesia. He even invited us to contact him if we need some itineraries for a particular place. So to elevate his speech on the next level, I would like to give you my humble suggestions. And maybe for our future speakers, you may want to consider it too. So let's, I'll just adjust also my camera. So first, posture. Posture, let us challenge ourselves to deliver our speech in proper posture. So if you choose to stand, stand tall. If you choose to sit, sit tall, as if, and adjust your camera in the video frame so that your body gestures is seen clearly. And please do not use the virtual background so that we can see your hand gesture. Like now, I'm using the virtual background so you cannot see the full hand gestures that I have. And this also helps us to modulate our voice and even change our intonation from time to time. And this also leads me to, if we have good body posture, we can show our body gestures clearly. TM Agung's gestures earlier were good. It would be better though to adjust himself a little backward and from the camera, or maybe stand so that it can be seen clearly. Second is TM Agung's speech encouraged us to go local. And since he was already talking about beautiful places in Indonesia, I would suggest to use some pictures to make us crave more or even be curious about these places. Take note, we have some members of the audience who are not Indonesians. So nonetheless, speeches like this remind us how important it is to choose local. Being proud of your country is your country's heritage too. So looking forward for your next speech, Toastmaster Agung. Back to our G.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Melanie. I immediately correct my posture when you say about posture. Now, next, let's hear from Toastmaster Garda as he delivered the evaluations for Toastmaster Alvin. Over to you, Toastmaster Garda.
Okay, thank you so much, Bapak Camat GE. Am I audible? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yes.
Keinginan luhur kan terjangkau semua. I selected that clip of the song because that was truly embodied and resembled what Toastmaster Alvin delivered throughout his speech. From the previous speech, he gave us one of the most memorable lessons in life, that from our mistakes, there is always rooms for improvement. And that was exactly what Toastmaster Alvin did. Congratulations, Toastmaster Alvin. Because on the first speech that he gave last month, Toastmaster Alvin's note was on the shortening the conversation that would encapsulate the whole structure and the whole message of the speech. And today, he successfully delivered and encapsulated those conversations into the longer stories of the messages that he intended to deliver. Congratulations, Toastmaster Alvin. And in addition to one of the most highlighted values that I personally learned from his speech was Toastmaster Alvin successfully raised the conflict between the goal of addressing learning from the word no by providing the concrete contradictory example of yes. Above all, those example was actually relatable to our daily life between choosing of two options available. Is it a yes or is it a no? Again, in every speech, there will always be rooms for improvements. And these are two suggestions that I can give to Toastmaster Alvin for further improvement and progress in the near future. First, in the beginning, Toastmaster Alvin addressed a question to the audience. If I may humbly suggest, in order to give some respect to the audience, because the speaker has already given the moment for the audience to participate into the speech, it will be better for the speaker if the speaker would also address the answer that was provided in the chat box. That will give the mutual collaboration and partnerships between the speaker and as well as the audience. Secondly, I would humbly suggest for the speaker of Toastmaster Alvin, he may be careful with selecting the subtopics of the speech, because so that in the future, Toastmaster Alvin would be able to elaborate the subtopics accordingly. Why is that? Because after reaching the second half of his speech, there was an unintended and unintentional long pauses which also reflected the moment of confusion from the speaker of continuing or reaching to what is next on the messages that he intended to deliver. If I may suggest, if you could shorten also the choosing the topics that you would love to deliver most in the speech, it would be also better for you to highlight and encapsulate those moments of values that you would expect, that he would expect the audience would also experience. All in all, that would be all for today, and I look forward for more from Toastmasters Alvin. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Garda. Now let's hear from Toastmaster Hani as she delivered the evaluation for Toastmaster Ario. Over to you, Toastmaster Hani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf Bapak Lurah. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, clearly.
Thank you. Oh my God. This is my expression when I was speechless, when I heard a great message from Toastmaster Ario's speech. Does everyone agree with me? Please raise your hand if you feel it got a message from Toastmaster Ario. Okay, thank you everyone. And the simplicity of yes from Toastmaster Ario's speech, we can learn about how state yes is start from sit and listen. Yes, I could not agree with this speech. Sometimes when we do argue with the others, it is very easy. We have an ego. When we're comforting the conflict, we're pointing who is wrong and who is right. But Toastmaster Ario gives us an explanation how we deal with state yes. Try to positioning ourselves and understand with a different point of view so we can have a win-win solution. This is my I got it summarized from Toastmaster Ario's speech, and it related to it can learn about a leadership style with it. Sit and listen. And I have a point that you explore your speech in three areas. First is speech structure. I'm not the expert about the speech structure, but I got a message during your speech. I like when you convey your message, you give the clearly explanation start from your history point of view, when were you young, and you give some example from a different situation, both in relationship as a human being and other workplace situations about say yes. The topic is very related with our life. Second, eye contact. I like your eye contact was engaging us to solve your speech so we can focus and feel it your message. And the third, hand gesture. I like your hand gesture during your speech. I noticed when you said sit, listen, and say yes, is the part of main message you bring it with your style and feel relaxed and work constantly and effective during the speech. And I have a two recommendations for your next project. Hopefully, it will help to you. First, an interest based on explanation. Before that, I like your speech structure. I give your recommendation. It might better for the opening speech you try. Engage us with the question to ask another one example, an audience in here. Example, hi Toastmaster B, what do you do when your girlfriend mad at you? And you can continue your speech. Or when my girlfriend mad at me, I try to sit, listen, and say yes, so we can continue talk and blah blah blah. It's you give um you give try to adopt point of view from the audience and your and the vocal variety. During your speech, I noticed your vocal variety was clear and heard easily, and it might be better. Or another word, you can explanation when you feel like when you feeling like mad. I think you put more tone of the high tone. I think that's all from me. I hope it will be better. And congratulations for you, Toastmaster Ario. And that's all from me. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hani. And last but not least, let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf, which will deliver the evaluation for Toastmaster Aisha as the table topic master. Over to you, the distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to Toastmaster Aisha. You have delivered your table topic session in such a great way. There's something that I like about your speech. Number one is the clarity. It was a very clear, nice pronunciation and loud voice. You also have got a very nice, comfortable level because you know what you are talking about here. The slide was really great and nice with all kind of batiks in Indonesia. And the next thing I like is your active listening. It was a great way to give the response back to the speaker. You always said, great, thank you very much. Our amazing, energetic people. I like the last quote, and those are very nice, very, very helpful. There are something that I would like to recommend. Number one, you forget to remind the speaker to use word of the day. Next time, if you started with the table topic, why don't you invite the member of the Toastmaster so that they can give the example to the guests? Today, you invited all the guests first, and then you invited the members. Next thing that I would like to talk about is your slide is very good. The color is very colorful and nice, but the writing is too much. Remember, this is table topic, and table topics should be very short. a maximum of 10 words. So people can memorize, can understand, can grab, and can explain it. Today, I see so many words. I think that is quite impossible. The next thing is, you have to decide who to speak before so that you are not thinking, who should I invite? You wasted your time by thinking of that. Before you start with your program, you note down who is going to speak first, second, third, and until the last. So it will shorten your time. So all in all, it was a great thing. Only something to be recommended, like decide who to speak and give the chance to the members first. And please next time simplify the wording. It's not that much. Just 10 words maximum. All in all, it was really great. Thank you very much. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf. Thank you very much, all the evaluators. Now it's time to hear from our timer, Toastmaster Dwi, about the evaluation time report and also get the link to vote from Toastmaster Uyun. Over to you, Toastmaster Dwi and Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf. Thank you for all evaluators. From 4 speakers, unfortunately, it is only 2 of them who are eligible to be voted. It's Toastmaster Garda and distinguished Toastmaster Yusuf who are only eligible to be voted. And you will have 1 minute to vote by the time Toastmaster Uyun shares the link. Please vote. Thank you.
All right, I have shared the link in the chat box. Please, this is the last vote that you have to cast tonight. Thank you for all evaluators. Those 2 are disqualified. I hope everyone can maintain the time in the next meeting, hopefully. And so far, I appreciate all of you are voting. It oh no, I don't, I cannot feel. Later I will have the report. So I encourage everyone to cast your vote. This is the last one. And when is the next presidential election? 2024, yeah. So this is like a training for you to cast your vote. I believe that everyone is older than 18 years old, so you have the rights to vote. Okay, thank you Toastmaster Dwi for the time. Okay, I will be back later with the Hall of Fame. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Dwi, Toastmaster Uyun. Now let's move on Grammarian Report. Toastmaster Andika, over to you.
Happy morning. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So after listening actively to all your speeches, I will deliver my grammarian report with 4 contents. First one is tenses, next is pronunciation, and then choice of words, and the last one will be memorable quote. Let's start with tenses. When it comes, this sentence proves that 1 letter is too many. So it should be when it comes. Next, if things getting worse, this shows that 1 word is less. It should be if things are getting worse. So we need to put the R. And then it is really needs to be supported. Again, this shows that 1 word is too many. It should be it really needs to be supported. Now, I would like you to unmute your mic and then let's practice to pronounce these words. First, who would like to try?
Idealistic.
Idealistic.
Yes, it's idealistic. So it isn't idealistic. Okay, now, second word.
Motive.
Motive.
Okay. All right. So I challenge you with another word. This one.
Motive.
Okay. So the above word, it is pronounced motif. So it rise. And then the bottom part is motive. Motive. So motive and motive. Okay. So the batik motif and then the motive of participating in this event. So that's the difference. And the last one. Pattern. Yes, that's right. Pattern. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then I would like you to mute your mic again. Now, let's move on to choice of words. Since you mentioned about Bali, so what is wrong with this statement? So actually, mention is defined as speak about. So mentioned about is redundant. So it should have been since you mentioned Bali. Now, I'm going to quote some memorable words from Toastmaster Ario. He said, sit, learn, and talk at the right moment. And the last memorable quote came from visiting Toastmaster Jasmine. She said, and she reminded us, we should always care for our heritage. One word of the day. Back to you, G.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Andika, for the very insightful report. Next, I will call Toastmaster Rocky to deliver the RWOD report. Over to you, Toastmaster Rocky.
All right, thank you so much, our GE. So hello, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I would like to share to you the RWOD report. So let me share the screen first. All right. As you can see here, is it visible, right?
Yes.
For Toastmaster Agung, you did 2 repeats and there's no WOD. And Toastmaster Alvin, 2 and 1 repeats and there's no WOD also. Toastmaster Ario, 2 Toastmaster Melanie, 1 and 4 and there's no WOD. Toastmaster Garda, 1 and 1 there's no WOD also. Toastmaster Hani, 4 and 1 then there's no WOD. And DTM Yusuf Chandra, 2 and twice repeats, there's no WOD. For Toastmaster Tami, 2 and 2 repeats. Toastmaster Aisyah, 5 4 2 repeats and 1 WOD. Soon to be Toastmaster Intan, 1 and 1 repeats and also 1 WOD. Soon to be Toastmaster Adrian, 3 and 1 WOD. Soon to be Toastmaster Sari, more than 5 1 and there's no WOD. Toastmaster Wira, 1 so there's no WOD. Toastmaster Jasmine, 1 WOD. Soon to be Toastmaster Rido, 5 1 1 so and 2 repeats. Soon to be Toastmaster Irfan, more than 5 and then 2 buts, there's no WOD. I think that's all from WOD counter. Back to you, our GE.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rocky. Now it is time for me to convey to you the general evaluation of this meeting. So let me use a very sophisticated method to deliver these evaluations. It's called Ario method. So I'm going to use abbreviations. So I evaluate this meeting using this word DESA, D-E-S-A. D is the designations, meaning the role. Today, it's perfect. All role filled, properly introduced, and delivered really, really well. I can see everyone giving their best effort to do this. And not to mention, even there are some roles where the original role taker cannot join, and it can immediately be replaced, and the replacement can deliver the role very well. Now, E. E is the energy. I would say it's A, as amazing as usual. As always, sorry. From the beginning, when everyone comes, the guests, the visiting Toastmaster, all are welcome, very well welcome. And then the president opened with the happy morning, just like always. And all throughout the meetings, we can see the energy level is keep being high. So very good job. And then the S, schedule. I kept my eyes on the timing, and we are very on point tonight. So congratulations to everyone. Now the last is A, area for improvement, or maybe also some challenges that we can take. So I see that this meeting, we can make it even better, especially for the guests, for the coming guests, for the visiting Toastmaster, by doing some of this stuff. For example, we maybe need to re-emphasize the purpose of some sections. For example, the table topic, so that the guest, the visiting Toastmaster knows, oh, this is table topic. What is table topic? Oh, table topic is for this. So they are aware, and they are more attuned to what's going on. And then maybe we can also make it more comfortable and relax the sessions that we have, so that the guests and the visiting Toastmaster can also be more relaxed when, for example, table topic master, we can tell them that, oh, this is something that feel free, whatever you want to say, and like just don't worry, everything, we are in a very positive environment here. But that's pretty much my evaluation for tonight. Again, in terms of designations, all are perfect, energy very high, schedule are on point, and area improvement, I'm sure we can do it better next time. Now back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you so much, our GE, Toastmaster Yusuf and his squad. Thank you so much for the sophisticated feedback for all of our meeting today. And now finally, last but not least, we have reached to the end of the meeting. And before I give my control to Toastmaster Uyun for the Hall of Fame, I would like to thank you very much for all of you who already participate for tonight's meeting. And also I would like to, I would like to invite for all the guests who would like to join our DESA or our lovely SCBD Toastmasters Club, please contact TM Melanie for PV membership. Okay, now I would like to give the control to Toastmaster Uyun for the Hall of Fame. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tami. Thank you for the time, but I would love to give the control back to our president first. Please buy me some time. I will be back later, Mr. President, when the Hall of Fame is ready. Sorry, thank you very much.
Okay, Toastmaster Uyun, that will be fine. I thought that, oh, did I miss something again for another time? So thank you so much, Toastmaster Uyun. While we are giving Toastmaster Uyun quite some time to prepare for the ballot result, I would like to ask some of the voices. I wanted to hear some of the euphonious guesses, voices from our guests. Can I have Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Raffi?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Raffi. Is it possible for you to turn on your camera?
Yeah, I don't have my camera ready yet for this meeting. Sorry.
It's fine. Okay, thank you so much for coming to SCBD Toastmasters. So if I may ask, how did you find our meeting today, and how do you feel after attending this?
Yeah, I found the meeting through yeah, I was browsing Reddit Indonesia, and there's someone there said that you can improve your public speaking and overall English speaking, and yeah, through Toastmasters. So yeah, I searched it up and found that this group, yeah, I chose to join this group, this club, sorry. And yeah, I found that the schedule, the not the schedule, the plans, no, not the plans, sorry, the the activities you guys do here is actually quite fun, and actually the feedback you guys give to speakers and guest speakers are actually nice. And yeah, I'm interested in joining. Probably next week again I'll have a webcam ready. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, SCBD Toastmasters Raffi. That's exactly the spirit that we would like to hear from our guest today. And yeah, we definitely look forward to seeing you next week. And once again, before I move to another person, can I hear one word from you, Raffi? Could you please to express our meeting in one word?
I would say it's well, first of all, it's really educative. Is that a word? But yeah, it's informative. The way that the speakers, not the speakers, the evaluators call out what's wrong with the what's lacking, not what's wrong, what's lacking from what the speakers are saying in their speeches. It's yeah, I find that it's really nice. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. So it's informative and educative as well. Thank you so much, Raffi. See you next week in our meeting.
Yeah, thank you, Gata.
Awesome. And can I hear one more from Agus? Hi, Agus. Are you here with us?
Oh, hello. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are clearly audible. Is it possible for you to turn on your camera so that we will be able to see you?
Yeah, that I have to apologize to all of you because I don't mean to be disrespectful because I'm currently wearing a sleeveless and I'm ready to sleep, but I quite enjoy this meeting because everyone is very supportive to each other. And I am here and because someone made me do this. I was invited by Agus. Agus is my name. By Agung, I mean.
So is it Toastmaster Agung?
Yeah, it's Toastmaster Agung. I'm here to show my support for him.
Wow, what a supportive friend you are. Awesome.
Yeah.
And we also see Rido here with Toastmaster Agung there. Hi.
Yeah. Rido is Agung's brother. I have met him as well before.
Wow, that is really lovely. And that is also one of the silver linings here during this unprecedented time where everyone can easily connect it globally wherever you are. And right, thank you so much, Agus, for coming. And can you express one word to describe our meeting today?
One word to describe this meeting, I think it would be impressive, especially the table topic session for today, where I got an insight about the Batik, which I didn't know before. So yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Aisha, for having a very creative table topics session.
Awesome. And you know what? What makes the meeting impressive is actually because of you and all of the attendees, including all the guests. All of you were actively participating in our sessions, and that's what makes our meeting as impressive as you had previously mentioned. Thank you, Sensitivitas for us, Sir Agus. Hope to see you again next week. And maybe this is also for Toastmaster Agung to keep in touch with Toastmaster Agung so that all of us can see your presence again next week.
Oh, sure. Oh, is it a weekly meeting or bi-weekly?
It is weekly meeting every Friday.
Oh,
at
it is
7 p.m.
weekly meeting. Oh, awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much, soon to be Toastmaster Agus and soon to be Toastmaster Raffi. And I was just informed by Toastmaster Uyun, she is ready to deliver the Hall of Fame. And now I give the control to Toastmaster Uyun.
Oh. Wait. Sorry. Okay. Is my screen visible? Let me.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for all speakers. And we are now in the Hall of Fame where I will disclose to you the result of your votes. First, thanks to 28 out of 34 voters that you have exceeded 82%. And the most favorite prepared speaker is, congratulations, Toastmaster Ario. Thank you very much for your moving and inspiring speech. And for the second session, I have to reveal that sadly, it did not pass the target that I was set before. I thought we will get more votes, but it's still under 75%. Only 23 out of 31 voters voted. So one more voter, we can exceed it. But thanks for your vote. It still exceeded 50%, still valid. That congratulations, Toastmaster Jasmine, to be our most favorite table topic speaker. Yay, congratulations. And for the evaluation session, again, sadly, only 66% from 22 out of 32 voters casted their votes. And I hope we will get more stable votes. In the prepared speech session, we have 88%, but it decreased to 66%. So in the next meeting, I do encourage everyone to cast your votes because it will mean a lot to our speakers, and also it will be a catalyst for you that you listen attentively to all speakers. But it's still valid, more than 50%. Congratulations for our most favorite evaluator, Toastmaster Garda, congratulations. And as previously shared by Toastmaster Tami, if you have any question, feel free to contact us. Toastmaster Melanie is ready for you to open the gate for you to dive in Toastmasters world. That's all from me. Looking forward to your next speeches. Back to you, President Garda. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun, for your report, and congratulations to all most favorite speakers for today. And since now we are close to the end of the meeting, and thank you so much for all visiting Toastmasters. I noticed from Medco Toastmasters, thank you, Toastmaster Alex. You may market your club schedule into the chat box so that we all can also know when is the club meetings of Medco Toastmasters, as well as thank you Toastmaster Angel from Jakarta Toastmasters, Toastmaster Nia from the Ultimate Toastmasters, as well as Toastmaster Jasmine from Cendana Toastmasters. Thank you so much for coming, as well as DTM Yusuf Chandra. Thank you so much for becoming one of our evaluators. All of you are welcome to market your club into the chat box so that all of us, including particularly the guests, would be able to attend your club meetings when it comes. So before I adjourn this meeting, well, I hope that I didn't miss anyone in the visiting Toastmasters. Yeah. Before I adjourn this meeting, I would like to give a special announcement that finally, let us meet and welcome the Standing Committee of SCBD Toastmasters 2021 and 2022. Are you excited to find out and to figure out who are the standing committees for this tenure? For those of you who are still not familiar with the terms of standing committees, well, basically the standing committees are amongst our members in SCBD Toastmasters, and for the following year in this term, they will liaise and help and work together with the executive committee under the respective department. And we have 4 committees. That will be Education Committee, Public Relation Committee, Membership Committee, and Social and Reception Committee. And now I would like to announce each of the committees that would be helping their respective executive committee for the remaining year. And congratulations to Toastmasters Alvin and Toastmaster Agung for becoming the standing committee members under Education Committee. Yay! Unmute yourself, guys. Yay!
Yay.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team. Oh, by the way,
Let's rock and roll.
I forgot to mention that surprisingly, all of these selected standing committees are all our gentlemen in the clubs. Wow, congratulations. And now, the next committee will be the membership committee. These people or this person will liaise and work together with our VP of membership. And congratulations to Toastmaster Andy, who will help Toastmaster Melanie. All right, and moving on to the next committee, that will be Public Relations Committee. This gentleman will liaise and work together with the VP of Public Relations, that will be Toastmaster Dwi. And congratulations to Toastmaster Raki and Toastmaster Layala for becoming the Public Relations Committee. Yay!
Wow, wow.
And last but not least, we have the social and reception committees. Well, in the EXCO, we don't have these social and reception terms, but they will liaise and work together with Sergeant at Arms for the club business. So congratulations to Toastmaster Wira and Toastmaster Yusuf, our Bapak Camat ya.
Yay!
Congratulations.
The club ambassador.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all, and look forward to seeing all the progress from all the members, including all of you today. And that is all from the announcement. And
one more announcement.
Yes, I'm just about to give it to you, Toastmaster Dentia. Don't worry, I'm not being a Dory this time. Over to you, Toastmaster Dentia, for one last announcement.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Garda, and happy morning, everyone. As this term, Edu team plans to have more and more edu sessions. So after successfully last week we have successful session with one of our member. Next week we will have another edu session that will be held to commemorate the World Mental Health Day on October 10th. So next week topic will be about mental health, and of course the speaker will be none other than our president, Toastmaster Garda, which is also a doctor, right? So next, please make sure that you register yourself to our meeting next week, where we will talk about health, mental health, and also the other things that contribute to mental health. For more details, you can visit our Instagram, which is at scbd.toastmaster. Then we will publish all the details in the Instagram. Back to you, Toastmaster Garda.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dentia, for the announcement. Yes, everyone, you are cordially welcome to our next educational session. And the topic will be very relatable to our daily lives about how the mental health. That is something that has been forgotten for a long time. And with this recent updates of the pandemic, I'd like to raise this issue back to all of us, including you, that mental health is actually important. And according to World Health Organization, there is no health without mental health. And I definitely look forward to seeing you next week. And because we will sort of having a great discussion as well. And I think that is all for the announcement for today. And for those of you who are curious to know more about Toastmasters, feel free to contact and liaise with our VP of Membership, Toastmaster Melanie, whose numbers was already distributed to all of you today. And now, with the sound of this gavel, I hereby adjourn this meeting. That's the sound, and happy weekend, everyone.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, y'all.